Hey guys, welcome to a different type of video. One that I alluded to back a couple videos ago. If not, I think it might be the last video on my channel. The ban list, where I said that I was gonna make like an update to kind of what's been going on, cause it's been kind of a pretty hectic summer, at least for me, and there's like a lot that I really wanted to try and get done this summer, with the channel, with just things in general, and I think what's really interesting is kind of, I guess, that path of like what, I don't know really how to put it, where it's like, what am I able to do with the, like, as a person, with the channel, what's going on, and like kind of everything going on. So pretty much it's been a pretty hectic time, but I did say that I was gonna make this video with some product openings. So like I said, here we are. I'm gonna move this over a little bit, but I do have the Shattered Stars stuff. I do have some packs as well, and I also have a couple boxes. So, you know, misery loves company, as I always say. So let's get cracking and kind of just explain really what's going on. So, with the summer, I was really trying to say, let's put as much effort into this channel as I'd like. I think when I attended that premiere, all those months ago, I think it was the last Moonrise premiere, it was my first ever premiere, and I was really looking forward to actually making content. I was like, ooh, I did really well, like unexpectedly well. And I said, you know what, let me make some content. Especially like with this channel, trying to revive a channel that's kind of been dead for a while. Oh, that's hilarious. Yay, hollow. But essentially just why? And I think the real big thing there is because I love making content, and I really do enjoy this game. So deck lists, I think for me, were one of the things that I wanted to try and do, but the issue is just I'm not a type of person who wants to just throw stuff out and, you know, without any form of actual results. So a lot of times there's that disconnect of like, well, just make the video anyway, do it, and it's been really tough because I don't want to just make a video on a deck that might not be good enough, might not see play, might not do anything. Like, it's just not worth it. I'd rather give you guys something that's actually worth playing, that's actually worth making content on. And the issue is I'm not a good player. I'm not your like top tier player. I'm a pretty casual player. Oh my god! Okay, you know what? I really should have continued with that that series, because so this box, I'll give you this box is from that box from the initial short series. Oh my god, had I just continued with that series. But you see, like, that's the thing. So this is perfect. This is perfect, because here's the thing. I get burnt out really easily. I get burnt out super easily because I try to front load a lot of stuff, and I'm a team of one. I need to record the video, I need to edit the video, and I need to make the thumbnail, and I gotta put everything out. So a lot of times, a lot of the videos that I make seem very low edited, and it makes sense because when I'm the only one doing it, and I'm not a good editor, oh, this is... Yay. But when, like, I'm not a good editor, I'm not a good person when it comes to all that, so for me, it just... That's so pretty. It's sad it's not a deck that I play, but it's so pretty. But it's really tough, and I do get burnt out, because when I have a lot going on, work-wise, over the summer, I worked at a summer camp. Throughout the year, I work my own job. I work in a school, and I don't have the ability to pay editors because I'm not a big channel. I only have like 50-something subscribers, so it's like, for me, all of this is just me doing it on my own. I'm not a good enough player, so a lot of the deck lists that I build are never to the success or the competitive level that I would like. And then it just kind of really burns out, because I try to put so much into doing stuff, when in general it becomes very difficult to keep up, at least for me. I do have ADHD, and it's really tough to kind of stay on track, stay motivated when things aren't going the way that you really want them to go. And it's very difficult to really even just make a video like this, because I sit here and I'm like, what if something goes wrong? If something goes wrong, then, you know, everything gets ruined. And it needs to be perfect. But it doesn't have to be perfect. And I need to keep telling myself that. Oh my god. That was a perfect start to a video. That's very just, I'm gonna sit here for probably some time and just do whatever. So, you know what? Before even opening into the booster boxes, let's open the Poseidon and Shattered Stars. What else is going on, though? Like, so, another thing that's really been hitting is the fact that I'm going back to school. So... Ooh, I'm fearing. I forget you have text. I am 25. I'm gonna be 26 in... I wanna say, as of recording this video, about a week. So, I'm very much still young. So I know I need to kind of give myself a little credit there, where credit's due, but I see people that are around my age that do so much more, and that are able to achieve so much more. So I do... That's so cute! I love this. I love these stickers so much. But I see people that are able to just achieve so much that I wanna strive to achieve the same thing. And it's really tough, because I sit there and I'm like, alright, well, what am I able to do? Well, I love that. That's nice. But I don't know, like, it's tough because with me going back to school, I have a lot of stuff that I have to worry about there. And it becomes really tough to try and schedule, like, alright, what am I doing, and where everything is going. Especially for me, who's not kind of just... I'm just, like, going around doing really whatever. It's tough. It is tough. And I don't know, like I've played this video in my head probably a bunch of times to try and figure out like the directions that I want to go to. And I think I definitely waited enough because I got enough product to make this video like 4 times as long as it needs to be. But I'm happy that I love the clay arts. Look how pretty this looks. Ah, oh, it's so pretty. But no, like legitimately, I look at everything that I need to do. Like, I'm going back to school at the same time I'm going back to work. I have so many things going on that this season I wanted to do a lot with Firestorm season, but I wasn't really able to attend many of the big Firestorm events. Like the past 2 premieres, I wasn't able to attend. Oh yeah, look at this. I didn't get to do anything with this month because like this Shattered Stars month came so late for me. That by the time it actually came, it was like 2 days before the actual next Shattered Stars month. So I was like, you know, I'll wait till I get both of them, and then I'll be able to make, I'll open them both at once. Especially since, like, now you have the Constellation, which I still need to get, the pottery art, and the actual Divine themselves. I'm not even sure really where I want to add the Spirit, because the Spirit itself is, like, something that looks really nice, but I'm not sure if I want to add that to my binder page. So I'll figure that out later. Oh, that's so nice. But I think another thing is also, I'm also just trying to make content that I feel like would be good to make for you guys. Because I don't want to just sit here and make decklist profiles if, you know, I also kind of align myself with someone who's not as competitive. Like, why would you want to watch a decklist profile from a guy who's not a super competitive player? And that's the other thing. I definitely want to try and get better at being a competitive player, which is where my my goal of attending Kissimmee is kind of being put into the forefront. So now, when I realized, oh, wrong side. When I realized I wasn't going to attend a lot of the events this season, I was like, okay, maybe instead of really focusing on trying to make my deck really good now, I'll just worry about planning stuff for Kissimmee. Maybe trying to get myself really on track. Because when it came to, like, last month, I wasn't able to attend any of the, like, set champs other than the one at my one locals. Here in Jersey, we didn't get many set champ stores. We only got the one. Yes, the second one. Let's go! I'm not gonna lie, as much as I like the statue Poseidon, this looks so much nicer than the statue. The only thing nicer than the statue is the full art from Kickstarter. The Kickstarter full art Poseidon. And the only thing that would be nicer than that is the Stellar. I only have 2 packs left. I doubt I'll pull the Stellar. I even said that about the box, and I pulled that, so you know what? But my goal when it comes to this is something else. But I think me making, like, the reaction content and the other stuff, I planned on saying, you know what, maybe I can actually make other different types of content. Like, I'm looking at this video right now. Yay, it was the last card I needed. From this, from this new setup, now that I actually have OBS running, And I have a half decent setup here. You know, got my Snorlax, got my Scout now, little buddy. And as we go further on, I'll attain more plushies. My parents, if you're watching this, yes, I will gain more of these little goobers at some point and make it into, something here in the corner, but, you know, you didn't hear that from me. First priority is getting my finances straightened. Maybe you shouldn't be watching this video as I open a product. But I think another big thing, at least for me, was changing up the games I play. Which a lot of you guys don't know because I've only been able to restart this channel recently, but I originally played like a lot of games. I used to play so many games. So I would be able to really diversify and branch out all the different types of things that I would be able to play. You know, pretty nicely. But then the issue with that is I didn't like, I guess, with how much I was diversifying myself. I guess in that sense. I need more of you, but my favorite water card, I got my playset. This guy is so good in so many different water decks, it's not even funny. I know this video is coming up before. This is coming up before, because I'm making sure I'm going to put this up before. But I built a deck that I made a list on yesterday that will be going up after this video. This card is so essential to most things that deck wants to do. It's not even funny. And it's just a little Tadpuff. Look, a little guy, a little goober. A little goober. Make sure you get good goobers. But yeah, like, just overall, the types of content that I guess was trying to make was definitely not sustainable, I guess. Because it's hard. It's hard to really keep up with making a bunch of deck lists. Especially, you know, now with Clash, it's like, oh, it's super easy. You make Clash content. Eddie. But I don't have a PC. So I can't make Clash content because it's only for PC. Only for Windows. So something I was planning on doing for you guys was actually making streams and streaming gameplay and doing all that, because it would have been really fun even to see like the Clash trials that they put in there, that I got to help out with as well. Like, I got to help out with some of those. I would love to see what they look like and how they play out, and it would have been super cool. But I can't because I don't have the ability to. So now I have to wait. And it stinks so bad. I'm like, ah. Oh, this is nice. Like, this just came out this month. So, you know. You're nice, but I have my Stellar. You're cute. And the Stellar version of you is serialized, so I don't care. You're a card I didn't think I'd want, and then I was playing a deck, and the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, I wish I had that Hellmelt. I wish I had this little fire helmet frog dude. Ooh, pretty. Alright, yay. Celestio. Um, I built a deck using you. Which also I recorded. I recorded that too. That was fun. Recording stuff is so much fun, but it's so hard to be able to do that without any help. Like, being a team of one, makes it so hard. Because I'm not able to kind of keep up with everything that I want to do. You know, I'm not able to keep up with the ability to record all the things I want to record and keep up with just everything that I want to do. And then if I record it in bulk like I did yesterday, where I recorded all the deck lists in bulk, it just makes it so much harder to remember that they're there and keep up with it when, you know, life comes up and does whatever it needs to do, and then I sit here and I'm like, well, God, that's gonna be tough. I don't know, like, it's so tough. And then I think I got off topic from where I was like, oh, you know, I used to play a bunch of other games, but what drew me to Elestrals was the fact that it was cheap and affordable. Me staring at 2 booster boxes on the ground that I'm still planning on opening. But, you know, it's still essentially affordable. So that's what really drew me to really choosing to play this game over any other game. I think another issue is just by making that decision to really go all in on this game, I've definitely ostracized myself from other communities that I used to be a part of and other friend groups that I used to be a part of, because I'm not a part of them anymore. You know? I don't see them anymore because I don't go to those shops. Those shops didn't want to play Elestrals, and even though I can try my hardest to get demos to start there and do whatever, and I'm not going to twist someone's arm. I'm not going to twist the owner's arm. And then what makes it tough is, you know, a lot of those other games allowed me a different thought process, a different outlet. So if, let's say, I was getting burnt out with this game, which I've been feeling very burnt out with Elestrals, like, all summer. I haven't really wanted to build any decks. I really haven't been inspired to make anything new or do anything super crazy. Again, with the fact that I have school coming up, work coming back up. I was unable to attend either premiere that just passed or the week prior. I'm leaving the country for vacation in a week of me recording this. I think actually less than a week from me recording this video. And I'm not able to attend any other locals or regionals. So, like, the whole Firestorm like meta, like that whole entire season just kind of died for me, because by the time I get back, it's going to be the start of competitive season 4. So tournament pack 4. It's going to be like 3 weeks or so before Livestream comes out, and then literally a month before Kissimmee, which, again, I'm planning to attend. Jesus. Alright. The difference here, which I'm not that upset by, because I'm still getting, like, good pulls from this month. Where's my pottery art? And where's my spirit? And where's my divine? I just realized, wait, the only chase pull that I've gotten has been this stupid lion. I have 2 packs left and 3 pulls. God, that's gonna be so annoying to try and hunt down. if I keep getting this stupid lion. Okay, cool. One of the 2 pulls that I needed. One of the 3, sorry. Jesus. What's funny, I did say that this month, the fire month, I was not needing anything. So it makes sense. But I think I definitely got across kind of like how everything's been. Great. I have probably a playset of Stupid Wind that no one plays, and probably no one will play. And I didn't get the pottery art or the divine. And I don't care about anything else. Three, 4, 2, 2, 1. It's okay. But yeah, no, like I legitimately don't really know what I guess the future for this channel will look like. But I think the big thing that I definitely want to try and communicate there is like it's hard to really kind of keep up with what I was planning on giving you guys with me only being team of 1. Like, I recorded something with a friend of mine the other week, and he recorded it, and he's like, I'm done. Alright, off to the editors. He was like, that's it? Yeah, that's it. And that's it. He sends it off to his editor. Dude edits it. A week later, it comes back. Thumbnail comes back from someone else. And it's like, dude, like, that's it? I gotta do all that. So if I record something with someone, I gotta make sure everything's all good. I get everything. I'm the one editing it. I'm the one doing it. Like, I'm just like, how are you starting up a channel right now and you have someone to edit videos and yet I don't? I might save this. I don't know why I put the hat on when I know the hat's like just gonna be, the hoodie's gonna be annoying me the whole time. But legitimately, I definitely think what I'm planning on doing for the future of the channel is something that I definitely look forward to, which is I'm going to try and make more discussion videos. Discussion videos, in my opinion, are really fun because I discuss with people all the time about this game, and I also just kind of discuss in general. Did I get it? Did I get it? Did I get it? No, I didn't get it. Didn't get the Cheeto Dragon. And I'm running out of sleeves. But yeah, no, like legitimately I'm sitting here and I'm like, I don't have any I got more sleeves. They're all warped. Look, guys, look at it. These are the sleeves I was using. It's very fitting that the sleeves I get to sleeve up the Frostfall box is pringled the same way the Frostfall cards are going to pringle probably the minute I open the first pack. I can see them pringled in the package. God, I love Frostfall. God, I love Elestrals. But yeah, no, legitimately, I think for the future, one thing that I'm definitely going to do is, try and do discussion videos. Okay. Because this game is a fun game that I love to just discuss, and I think just in general, discussing certain aspects of the game, whether it be the affordability of the game, or the, like what certain cards want to do, excuse me, and like other things like that, like, I don't know, like there's so many things that I'd like to be able to do. You know, they say, oh, they pringled because of the hollow quality. I will open up a pack that doesn't have any hollows, and I'll show you that they say open Frostfall. Frostfall is the worst box to open, but their double or nothing pull rates make it so tantalizing. But yeah, no, like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to aim to make, more types of videos like this that are just more discussion based, kind of just talking about cards, talking about stuff in general. You know, I'm looking forward to being able to do that because it's very fun. This game is very fun. It's very so this game is just super enjoyable. And I do think a lot of people would enjoy playing it. There's always someone in the game for someone. Could have said that a little better, but essentially just, you know, with this game being similar to Pokemon in design, I always feel like this game has something that can appeal to someone no matter what. And I really do think that this game has a lot of potential. It's grown significantly, but it's very tough when I look at stuff like the games that I used to come from, the games I used to play, and I'm like, okay, like, what is it that I'm able to do? And I don't know, it feels very tough, because I feel very burnt out at times, but I'm on. That means this pack is a good pack. But yeah, like, what will be ironic is, like, this video most likely will be not very long. Okay, so this is a non-hollow pack. Here's a non-hollow pack. Okay. Cards are still warped. So for whoever out there says, oh no, the cards don't warp when they're in a non-hollow pack. No, they still warp. They're just not as bad as if it's in a pack with a hollow. But it warps. I could feel it. Like, yay! Love Frostfall quality. Or you just get to do that and say, alright, cool. Pack's over. Alright. Like, I don't know, like, it's still very tough. You know, another thing that's really, big that's going on is just, like, I guess, me just going on and trying to really, I don't know, like, it's, I don't know how to put it. Like, it's really tough to be able to, you know, make content when you're not feeling it, you know? Okay, well, here's a spirit. Would have been nice to have... Love you, Frostfall. Your quality's so good. You get the regular spirit and the hollow spirit. Oh yeah, and the fact that I got the hollow spirit means I didn't get a stellar. Because I just saw someone open up a Frostfall box that I could have picked up, but I said no, and so I'll grab this other box. They ended up pulling the double or nothing odds for the stellars, and ended up being like $500 worth of value that I missed out on. And you know what 2 cards they missed out with? They missed out on the full art, and they missed out on the spirit. So, I've never seen a double stellar box before, but if what I saw was correct, and the stellars do take up those slots, then I guess I won't get the stellar in this box, because I'm not, you know, I don't know why I did that. She's my favorite full art in the set. But, like, I just made a deal for a 3rd copy of her. I just made a deal for a 3rd copy of her. And now I just pull it. Love her. She is my favorite divine of all of them. So, I can't complain. This art is beautiful. And I can't wait for her to get a stellar form in the Shattered Star stuff. Whenever that is. But now knowing that I'm not getting stellar, and I'm not, and my full art was Keone, I think now the next thing is, am I going to get an error box with all of the Moralists? Love Frostfall. I love when I talk myself into buying this set, and it's never good. Always turns out bad. But for other people, it turns out amazing. And always feels bad. Nope. Dragodoodle's interesting. I did actually see someone... I saw the person pull the Stellar Dragodoodle, and I'm like, that card has some interesting potential. But you gotta fiddle with it. But no, like, I think, because I definitely want to try and wrap up this video and save the good pack of Firestorm for maybe its own video. But essentially just with me going back to school to finish up my bachelor's degree, and with everything kind of going in the direction of I'm going to be really busy I definitely am in the position of I definitely need to put those first before I put anything else first. I haven't really sleeved any of these. I'm just trying to run through the box. But with everything kind of going on, I definitely wanted to make some kind of video because it felt really bad kind of just not making stuff. And then, you know, when I make a video, it's like, oh, where'd you go? And like, yeah, well, it's hard to really explain. And I always feel bad because I could have been able to probably make something if I did keep that consistency, but it is tough to keep that consistency when you're all alone. And it definitely feels like I'm all alone in this process when I have no one else here really with me. I don't have anybody really to help with these videos. I don't have anyone to really help with maybe deck lists or, you know, anything else. It's really tough. So a lot of times I just kind of default to it is what it is. But with it going on, I'm still happy that I'm able to just do stuff. And I am looking forward to the future because the things that I definitely want to try and have planned for you guys is kind of big. So, for example, I did make 3 decklist profiles yesterday that I will either try and get made and put up before I go to Greece, or I'll put it up when I'm in Greece. You know, edit it at nighttime. Who knows? But, you know, knowing that, hey, I am going to Kissimmee, I am going to be looking forward to testing out stuff for that event. You know, I'll be vlogging that whole weekend because that whole weekend is going to be super enjoyable. You know, I'm going to be sharing an Airbnb with people. I'm going to be actually getting to meet people that in this community that I've never thought I'd ever get to see, and it's going to be such an enjoyable time. And you know, I think just trying to really expand the type of stuff that I do that's not just deckless, because not gonna lie, growing up with like Yugi channels and other types of card game stuff, that's all I really knew was decklist profile channels. So that's kind of all I knew how to do. But I look forward to trying to create something in the future. As I finish up these last 2 very... I knew buying this box was going to be a disappointment. And this is why I don't do Frostfall. But everyone's like, no, we do Frostfall. Frostfall's good. Frostfall, you get those hits. Frostfall, you get nothing. You get nothing but the worst quality card stock you'll ever get in this game. Horrible warping. And a lot of disappointment. And the few times that you see someone actually get good stuff in this set, it's never you, someone else. And it's because they decided to buy into the dead stock. That surprisingly still has a lot of money left in it. I don't understand it, but it does. Overall, though, like, I guess the good thing about opening up stuff like this is I get to help out stores, and that's another thing I actually didn't get to talk about. Yay! Video gets to be a little longer that I didn't plan. I do help out with stores. Like a lot of the locals that I have around me here, I help out with demos and stuff, and I definitely do try my best to really help out with the community. You know what? No, I'm gonna save this for its own opening. And I was about to try and open it with a pencil. Oh, Lord. For the life of me, I think that's the funniest thing. But yeah, no, like, I definitely help out with stores, helping new players out, and for me, I give a lot of stuff to new players as well. Like, a lot of the bulk, a lot of the stuff, I just hand out to players, so I'm happy to do that. Like, at the set champ that we had, I had a Voltempus list that I didn't even expect to do well, but I was like, you know what, it is what it is, like, I'm gonna bring it just in case someone comes and, you know, would want it. And we had a brand new player, never played the game in person before, and I was like, hey, do you want a deck that I know can do pretty well? And they're like, yeah, definitely. So I let him borrow my Voltempus list, and he made third in our event, and I was ecstatic to see it. Just off the fact that, hey, you got third. Like, you did really well with a deck you never picked up before, but I know it worked, and I'm happy it worked. But it's definitely just, I don't know, it's one of those, like, I've been very burnt out recently, and I've been very just anxious with work and school, and the fact that I'm the only one doing all this stuff, that it is definitely tough to try and keep up with this. So, I do appreciate all that you guys have done, at least supporting wise. Even if all it is just sitting there and hitting the subscribe button and helping. That helps out a lot. The few likes that I do get on a video also mean a lot because I get to see it, and it means a lot to me. So thank you guys so much for sitting here with this very long ramble. I know I promised this box and not the Frostfall box, but I think opening the Frostfall box was a fun reminder that life sucks. And so does this set. But even though it does suck, it's still a necessary evil for what needs to come. And I think so does life. In general, I think a lot of these things that I'm dealing with are not unique. But it's definitely difficult because that's kind of what happened with the channel before, and I didn't want to see the same thing happen again, where I kind of let the channel go to the wayside because I had work, I had school, I had life, and life overtook me making videos, where I would record videos, but I'd never get to edit them because I never had the time, because I never had the, I never had that, like, oh, I should go and do this, oh, I need to do this, like, it definitely was tough, and I appreciate you guys kind of sticking with me, through the times that are tough, and while these little growing pains of my channel. So, thank you guys again, I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.